What's up, everybody? I'm Albie13. I wanted to put this together. I loaded up a game just to show you the specifics of what I'm talking about. The ultimate guide for the Heavy Exfil Chopper in DMZ. So I wanted to put together all the information that you need to know regarding getting the chopper, getting the fuel, where not to find the fuel, information you need to keep the chopper flying. So let's just jump into it, because I have a list of things I want to go over quickly. So, where you find the chopper fuel. In the mission briefing and when you get in the helicopter, they tell you places where you might find the fuel, but it's actually misleading and it's very generic. So what I want to do, hopefully I can hear a helicopter fly me around. Before I do that, there's a chopper right there. I want to tell you, now since this is at Rohan, I can go ahead and fly over there. Just show you spot number one. Spot number one is going to be, there are trucks that are, actually they're right there. Let me secure this chopper. Alright, so, spot number one. I said that, but it's actually right there. So in the back of those two trucks that are parked there under green mark, that is where you find the heavy chopper fuel, place number one. So Rohan, they call it train station. They call it that, because that's what they call it. Okay? Then I'm going to show you the other spots where it is known to secure the chopper fuel. Now, spot number two, I'm just going to describe to you. Okay? And that is the cargo train. Okay, this is the passenger train on the top, cargo train at the bottom. It's somewhere in the middle in one of the, I'm going to be very specific on this. It's the boxcars, okay? On top of, there are wooden crates in the center of these boxcars. There is a half-height box. There's like a front and a back one. Oh boy, oh no. Get me now. Come on now. I think I did it too early. I certainly did. Alright, I'm fine. Anyway. That's the cargo train. We know that the fuel spawns there. This is after heavy testing. We've checked everywhere. And then the other spot where the fuel spawns is airport. It's not crane control, crane. It's not control tower. It's not terminal, as people say. They say it's in the airport. I've searched everywhere in the airport, including all the buildings and terminal. But the key is the hangars. It's going to be in the hangar. It's possible to spawn here. And I always forget which one it is, but when I look at it, I know. Because I've seen it. But I believe, just touching down here, I'm going to run over. So it's basically around this area, like, you'll go here and you'll see it, like, right in here on the ground. Something like that. And what does it look like? The heavy chopper fuel looks like a green gas can, as opposed to the red gas cans you see for cars at gas stations. So it just looks green. It says heavy chopper fuel. It's very obvious. You won't mistake it for anything else. And I don't know if it spawns in here, but basically it spawns in the hangars. I can see these look exactly the same. But basically, go around this hangar and look for the green fuel. It's subtle, but it's around the boxes and stuff. And those are the known places where you can get the heavy chopper fuel. Okay, so that tells you the heavy chopper fuel. Now you need to know where the heavy chopper spawns. Now, the trickiest one that people don't realize is there because of the cluster of icons is at the Al Mazrah City Towers. It actually spawns on that helipad. There's a cluster of icons, so you don't even see it. You don't think it's there. That's spot number 1. Spot number 2 is up here at port. Helipad. We'll be parked there. Spot number 3 is going to be actually at airport, somewhere approximately there on the runway, west side. And when you get in the chopper, it will have no fuel. It requires fuel. There's no point in getting in it without the fuel. What else do you need to know? You need to know I've already ruled out places where not to find the fuel. Anywhere else that I haven't mentioned, you won't find the fuel. And that includes the smuggling tunnels, as they mentioned, which is just wrong. I've been in smuggling tunnels endlessly and never have seen fuel there. So I do not believe it spawns there. I can keep the chopper healthy. Now you know where the heavy chopper itself spawns, which is great. You need to know how to fly the chopper and details about flying the chopper. Okay, so when you fly the chopper, it's very slow when you move around. So when you're flying it like left, right, front, back, it's slow. Where it's fast is flying up. It has the ability to climb extremely quickly. So that's really good for getting out of trouble and keeping a high angle on the doors. But basically, it picks up speed and starts to move fast when you fly in a straight line. It's very difficult to maneuver. It's really terrible going backwards. And what I've noticed is I usually get close to the ground or a surface, like if I'm fueling, I will tend to hit the open back door, which has a lower, clearance. The collision on that. So, unfortunately, driving it is very difficult. You can't seem to manipulate the doors. So, it just is what it is. That's flying the chopper. Let's see what else I have. Ooh, somebody fueling? Maybe. I left the car. Is it gonna fuel today? Anyway, what you need to know on the armor. So, I went ahead and did some testing on the armor. The heavy chopper, I put a full magazine of ammo into it with an AR, and it basically did like 5% damage. It's very, very, very heavily armored, and bullets almost do nothing to it. So you can, we've approached teams. I'll post a video eventually about approaching teams. They're shooting at us, and they basically just kind of give up at some point, or they just keep shooting, but wasting all their ammo. I mean, they could shoot it all day, and we could literally be on top of teams. The only thing that's going to counter is the rockets. So we did some testing, and unfortunately, I wish it was a little heavier duty. The Javelin, that is the Joker, it does seem to take the chopper down. After 2 hits, you'll be in the red. I don't know if it'll actually destroy it or not, because we also got damaged by bullets, but basically if you think they're going to attack you, and they really want to take you down, they're going to shoot you up some. So basically I would call it 2, but it actually, I think if it's just rockets only, it takes 3 Joker shots to take down the heavy chopper. So now you know that. It's pretty resistant to you hitting it against things. Something to know about flying the chopper. One time when I ran out of fuel, the chopper just basically flew up in the sky. So that you should be careful when you run out of fuel. But on a word about the fuel, if you actually do what I've been doing with this chopper and you fly over any of the gas stations, marine or a regular car, it will fuel the heavy chopper. So you can have sustained flight for a full game as long as you keep going back to the gas station and fueling up. So that's something really good to know. It makes it fun, and it makes it so you can do more things than just getting in it, putting the fuel, and leaving. If you're shot while you're fueling up at a gas station, it will pause the fueling, which is really, really annoying. And the last thing I want to say is when you exfil. Take the chopper, go to the edge of the map. Once you cross that solid red line, basically it takes you away. There is no ability to fly outside of the red zone. Their blog notes, I think, were inaccurate on this. It was believed that we could fly for an extended period outside of the red, the hashed, that is the diagonal line zone out there. But it's just basically will just give you like a brief moment, and then it'll flash. It'll take the chopper away, and you guys will exfil. The whole team will exfil whoever's on the chopper. So that's pretty much all the points of the chopper in one, video. That's what I wanted to do. Let me know if you have any questions. I figured I haven't really seen enough accurate information. I definitely haven't seen all of that information. I actually wanted to show you where the heck that cargo train is, specifically the spot. That's the passenger. This is the cargo up here. Might as well just finish my video. I've been flying around aimlessly. Well, alright, well, I'm out of fuel, so I'll just end the video here, but you've been described. You've been described where it is. If you found this video helpful, make sure you like the video, okay? Show you the cargo training spot. I don't think anybody will be there by now. So, see, there's these little steps right here. It'll be right there or right there. Basically, I think it's this car. If they have the same structure, it'll be the other one. This one doesn't have the little steps, so I believe it is that one. Blue train car. There it is. That's where the chopper pool spawns.